Edward Norton, died 1872, was an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of California from December 18, 1861 to January 2, 1864. Born in New York, Norton received a liberal education at Union College in that state. After his admission to the bar, he practiced law for several years in Buffalo, and then in the city of New York. He moved to California in 1849, and practiced in San Francisco. In 1851, he was appointed reporter of decisions, and began drafting his reports, but his drafts were destroyed in a city fire on May 4, 1851, and he resigned from the position. His judicial career began in 1854, as judge of the 12th Judicial District. He was the first judge of that district, being appointed in 1854, and subsequently elected. He continued on the district bench for a full term of 6 years, when he retired on account of his health, which had become seriously impaired. He determined to visit to Europe, intending to be absent several years. After his arrival in Europe, and without his knowledge, he was elected to the Supreme Court of California. On receiving information of the fact, he abandoned his intention to remain abroad, and returned to California to commence his term. In January 1862, one anecdote from Norton's service on the court involves him giving a young lawyer an examination for admission to the bar. Justice Edward Norton asked the applicant 2 questions. First, what is the purpose of a demurrer? The student answered, for the delay. The judge trumpeted, young man, that's not the law. The judge asked the second question, if a man brought you a promissory note past due and wanted it collected by law in the most expeditious manner, what would you do? The student responded, I would collect my fee. The judge again declared that was not the law, but leaned over his desk to his clerk and ordered, Mr. Clerk, swear him in. Although the prospective lawyer did not give the law answers expected, he did give the judge the practical lawyering answers necessary for successful practice in Frontier, California. Norton died while on a trip to London, England.